Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Panthers going up against the Saints.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
Between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. And he's got room. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Let's go! We got three, fellas, we got three. No.
this one across the 30-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. And this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Room to run past midfield. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Now to kick this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A carry heading left. And oh, he spins past him and into space. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. To throw now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
So this game's not very far along, and he's already found the end zone once, and now he started this drive with another big gain, another first down run. I've got to wonder if I'm the defensive coordinator, what do I do in this situation? It's only the first quarter, but do I go ahead and sell out and try and slow him down and make him beat me another way? Because the risk is if I don't, he ends up having a monster game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return will stop right around the 25. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Fresh set of downs here. Back to throw. And it's caught. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Let's go! 3-19!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be knocked down sideways. It's a gain of 14 there. And it'll be 1st down, Saints. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football. Now a handoff here to his running back. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Detroit!
Back to throw here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he rifles one incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Second down following the incompletion.
All right, here we go. Over. Back there. No. Go. Alert three. All right, now, let's go. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now back to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be third down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a gain of 5, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Now a handoff as they run it outside. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Eight yards to go here on second down.
Watch it now, Marty. Now let's go. Blue landed.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And some room to work.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Carry heading left and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose and it's picked up by the Panthers, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings... He's up 3rd. So a 3rd and 8.
Back nine, Philly, here we go. Leopard. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On is the punter King to send it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one is incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. So certainly not what they were hoping for, especially on the road. Their starter forced to the locker room. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A good pick up there at 20 yards. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And now here's a carry heading left, and he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job 1 for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They're going to look to throw. Well, it floated on him, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Panthers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go. Watch it now, Marty.
They'll look to throw here. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They'll set up a throw. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll set up to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And Elliott puts this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He'll drop to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He's going to let it go deep for the... And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. A handoff as they run the counter play. And it'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make our score 31-14 now. Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
No, check, Patriot. Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
And
he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Here we go now. All right, now, look at 56. No.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Here we go.
And his throw here is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Watch it now, Barney.
Flushed out right. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Panthers will get the football back. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Defense showing blitz. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Forced out to his left. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were in